You make me strong. I'll carry on with the fire that's left in me. You lifted me higher in my heartbeat. Taking the fire out of me. You're taking me higher. 'Cause you are the fire that's left in me. That's left in me. All those dreams got caught up right in the middle. When love was real, like we were in the beginning. When all those dreams told me that I got it right. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me. That's left in me. Left in me. We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am. And I would like you just the way you are, the way you are. Oh. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, do what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. We shouldn't care about anyone who brings us down. Doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, do what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, do what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. Some say that you're a fraud. Go get them. Start a debate, prove them wrong. Go get them. No one has to know but you and me. Hey, I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. People have brains and hearts. Go move them. Go get them. If you can't win, pretend. For as long as the dogs don't bark at your end. Be smooth, turn up the charm. White lies do no harm. I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. Doesn't matter what they think about us. Don't care what they're gonna say. You are you and they can touch you. Do what you do, they can stop you. Go get them. I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. Doesn't matter what they think about us. I can point you. I can show you in the right direction. Do what you do, they can stop you. Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. Yes, I am Kenny Williams, your very punchy, very shooty bounty hunter. And now, where is the rest of my team?
Well, I mean, I'm technically asleep. So, Tessa, and technically so are you.
Well, yes.
Hi, Lemon. I see you there.
Opens the TARDIS door. Good morning, Lemon. Closes TARDIS door.
You're not going to invite Lemon in?
Opens TARDIS door. Here's a TARDIS key. Tress said I should give it to you.
This is not her TARDIS.
I found it lying on the dash. Here, just take it.
I'm gonna say anything. Oh, we hit the ground running for this one.
Clearly.
Now, if you don't mind, I'll be in the workshop working on Big Bertha 2.0. Walks off.
Oh, for the record, whoever is watching it Unit in the modern day right now, it's got a real show.
Considering that your TARDIS at this point, Tessa, has now gone and come back, it probably doesn't look like a bus anymore.
No.
Yep.
Because
Alright.
you have regenerated, and now your TARDIS has regenerated.
Oh yeah, we have to see what that thing looks like on the inside.
Not this.
Not now, but eventually. I'm sure it's
Eventually.
a lot bigger on the inside.
It's always been bigger on the inside. What are you talking about?
Well, at least it's not getting smaller on the inside.
No, but it did get smaller on the outside.
Yeah, no one looks like a bus.
Oh yeah, feeds, please.
Huh? Oh! Fuck me sideways. I completely forgot. My brain. I'm sorry, my brain is not
Yes.
anywhere with me today.
Hi, I'm PA Kenny USA, KRT Studios. Patrick Kenny, your not dapper looking Mr. Williams. I've decided to just go casual today because why not?
Yeah.
Yes, and Rags, you should watch your language. It's we should be appropriate in the TARDIS.
Mm.
You are echoing.
Oh, I am.
Yes, you are.
I am. I was echoing, and I just turned myself southern.
Yes.
Yeah. So her TARDIS looks like the picture I posted in spoiler chat, just the windows are completely blacked out. You can't see inside of it when the windows are up.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is that?
A McLaren 720S Coupe.
That makes sense.
Damn.
I was gonna go with Maserati, but that works.
Oh, well, I was going to go with an Aston Martin.
All right.
Yeah, Tessa's a little more sleek than that.
I mean, you could go Bentley, but
I wouldn't.
I mean, we have those parked in our parking lot at our store.
For what it's worth, this is just its look on Earth in modern day.
Oh God, we don't want to know what it looks like in the future. Speaking about that,
it actually has a chameleon circuit that works.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does. At any rate, you have introduced yourself.
Yes.
I think it's now time. Now it's time for our resident Time Lord. Yes.
Time Lady.
Time Lady.
Sure, why not? For now. Hi, I'm Katie Wen. I play the newly regenerated Contessa.
Yes, I haven't updated the overlays, folks, so please.
And yeah, she's a bit more on the
Edgelord.
Yeah, a little bit. She's an Edge of Time Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not on the
Or
edge of
she will-
glory.
No. And I am your wonderful, wonderful Time Master, Trisha Welsh. I do play the cute and lovable Rags.
Yes.
I play I play both of the villains, which I have now gotten both of my players to really hate, which is yes.
Yep.
And yeah. So shall I do the episode recap?
Previously on Time Treaders,
Sure.
Protectors of Time.
All right. And he actually wrote the silly thing. I'm just gonna find it. There it is. Our heroes go to the stately home and encounter a thief trying to break into the building to save her friend. While Williams, Jack, and Rags make an entrance through the bottom of the building, of the stately home, Tress and her new friend Robin go through the top. They meet in the middle and storm a decadent party, confronting Aurora and her Centauran bodyguard. Both Williams and Tress get shot by some Dalek puppets. Tress rescues her friend, rescues Robin's friend Catherine, and they all make it out of the house before the disguised ship lifts off. Taking too much damage, Tress regenerates and tags the leaving ship. Yes.
I pulled a 12.
No, you pulled an 11.
11, yes. Sorry, my brain went bleh.
You're fine. The newly regenerated Contessa meets the other two persons, and they all go back to Torchwood to rest. But what will happen in this episode? Tune in to find out.
And now, we continue.
We're back.
Hello,
Good.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. Where we last left off.
I will say this to both my players. Both of you have had the benefit of a long rest. So you get all your hit points back.
Oh,
if
that
you
reminds me,
spent if you spent any quips, you get those back.
Where is my character? Because I need to... Where's it? Doctor Who.
I got to talk before my regeneration. That was it. I had full health because of the way it works.
Well, technically, you got shot.
Where is my
And you were
character sheet?
you were still at 3 hit points when you did the regeneration. Technically,
but the regeneration brought me back to full.
Yeah,
Where
true.
is my
That's
character?
literally the point.
Well, okay.
I'm trying to look for my character sheet. Give me a second.
If you need your character sheet, I can always pull it up and send it to you.
Oh, Kenny Williams updated. There it is. I was like looking for like a PDF file. I was like, it's here somewhere. There we go.
Any
Okay.
rate, while you're looking for your character sheet,
I found it.
it has been about 6 hours since you all came back to Torchwood, laid down, and went to sleep.
Alright.
Um,
What are my max hit points? 32, I
let's
think.
see. Let's see here.
Because I was playing with this earlier.
The first among you to wake up is Tessa. Tessa, you wake up, you open your eyes, you have a momentary panic that you don't remember where you are. Because it's kind of strange where you are. And then you remember the events from last night. Oh yes, now you know where you are. You're at the 1942 version of Torchwood with one Captain Jack Harkness. What do you do?
Well, after the panic is finished, like when she's over that, she's gonna look around and look at Jack and say, "How long was I out?"
Well, he's still asleep. You're the first one to wake up.
Oh, fair. Then she's just gonna get up and go look at the Blitzkrieg.
Okay.
Why not?
Or the aftermath of the Blitzkrieg. Let's say that.
Yes.
You get up. You didn't put back on the high heels, did you?
Hell no.
No. Okay, that's fair. So you
At
walk.
least not those.
Yeah, it's true. You walk across the way. You see some of Jack's team. They're busy, doing their thing. They're, some of them are on radios. Some of them are in the medical area. It looks like they're whipping up like medical supplies because, as you just pointed out, it's the Blitzkrieg. Lots of people were hurt, so they're whipping that up. In another section, you have well, no, those are actually the two areas that you walk past as you're walking out. You come out to like the edge of the threshold of the door. It is early afternoon, and you see pretty much a ruined city. There's still some buildings that are still haven't been touched by a bomb, but there are not many of those.
That's fair. Basically, she's doing the equivalent of going outside for fresh air. So she's gonna find some rubble she can reliably sit on and take stock.
What exactly are you taking stock of?
Herself.
Okay.
Normalizing. Trying to.
Right, okay. All of the memories that you had as the first version of yourself most of them have come back. You're right, you don't know if you can sing or not. You don't know if you want to try. That might be a scary proposition.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. But the other thought that you have as you're sitting there normalizing yourself outside is that you've dreaded that previously, the previous you get the sense that you wanted to blend in, and that you're dressed in a 1940s equivalent of a nurse's uniform.
Yeah, she's just looking down. She looks down at her outfit and says, "Ugh, the least you could have done was picked men's clothing. Hard to move in this."
As you're
Sorry.
sitting there outside, another figure pokes their head out of the door frame. It's the 3-foot-tall kobold.
Question: are they dressed as a kobold, or are they?
No, they still have the perception filter on, so they are, 5'9", however old you made her.
I don't. It was to match. It was to match Williams's age, so
Yeah.
It's-
So
mid-40s.
Mid-40s, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the husband and
Probably
wife.
brown. Yeah, probably brown hair, because the rainbow hair would stand out.
A little bit.
Brownish black.
Yeah, she's wearing, this particular version of her, she's wearing, nice, a nice, a dress with, now she's not wearing heels. She is wearing what are commonly known as flats. Now, I don't know if they had those in 1942. Couldn't tell
Of
you.
course they did.
Okay. But that's what she's wearing, and she comes out, and she sees you. And she wanders over to where you are. Well, I think this might be the first time that I've actually been in a place where it was an active war zone. I don't know if I like it.
I kind of wish I could say the same, but unfortunately, I've been through many wars.
Were there any of them bad as this, or were they worse?
Far worse. This is simply a world war. To this planet, it's significant. To the
Right.
galaxy as a whole, it means very little.
Yeah.
The war my people were a part of, however,
Mm-hmm.
spanned all of space and time.
Ew. And
You
let
know,
me. Hmm?
It's it was a bit rough. And then one of my people got the bright idea to blow up the planet.
Blow up the planet?
She nods.
Well, that's not very nice of them.
I mean, it was either that or let all of time implode, so I mildly understand it. It's still irksome.
That's true. So, are we going to talk about what happened last night with you putting your hand around my throat?
Right. We probably should. Sorry, I've seen your tattoo before.
You have?
And she nods.
For where?
long lost friend.
I mean-
the name's not important.
Oh, well, I mean, I've seen this symbol before. For what Lady Mary told me, it's an Ouroboros, which is I think it's Norse. It's like the world snake that ate its own tail in Norse mythology.
Yes, I'm aware of the tale of the Ouroboros.
Well, that's what she was telling me, and I like learning about myths and stuff like that. And that's what she was telling me. This particular tattoo was signifying.
Yes. Granted, I reacted badly, but a lot was happening at the time.
Well, I mean, you had just regenerated, so I could see that. I mean,
Yes.
and now that we've all had a rest, how are you feeling?
Like I took a comet to the solar plexus. But other than that, I feel fine. Most of my memories came back, so that was good.
Okay, okay. When she kind of, she's not sitting next to you, not on the same bit of rock as you are, but she is sitting close enough. So yeah, she just kind of looks out and she sees kind of the same thing that you are, just kind of taking it. It is a lull. There's not that many people that are out and about. Not in this particular part of the city, anyhow. But there are people, wandering. There are some people that are wandering up and down the street, and Rags is just kind of. We're going to have to leave here, aren't we?
Yes, and rather quickly too.
Why do we have to leave? Huh?
The light show last night.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that the other me hit the ship with.
Yeah.
We can track it, but not for long. It will eventually fade.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, the only person that's still asleep that's a part of our little group is Williams, and
If you're reading chat, Williams is actually out scavenging for supplies that Jack told him to get.
just hold your roll there.
Okay.
I see that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say this. I did wake up a couple of times during the night because Kenny snores. Or William snores. Let me rephrase that.
I imagine that's quite annoying.
Harumph.
Okay.
I would say some really nasty words, but there's a person in chat that would call me out on it. Sorry. At this point, yes, Jack is the next person to cross the threshold. He has somehow managed to take a shower, change his clothes into something a little bit more him. You know, with the blue long blue coat, with the blue t-shirt, the suspenders, pants, and again his very favorite combat boots. He wanders out and he looks at the two of you. Well, there you two are. I've been looking all over for you. First of all, I wouldn't let you let all three of you leave without having a little something to eat. I mean, I don't think we got a bite to eat while we were out last night. Oh, did we?
Not that I can remember, but then again, I'm probably not the best person to ask.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, the second thing, your friend Williams got up just shortly before I did and is rummaging around to find supplies. I haven't the heart to tell him that we're using those supplies to help the people out here. But yeah. I also do seem to remember that when you all landed, and I don't know if you remember this, Tessa, is that when you all landed, the TARDIS kind of got broken.
Sorry, repeat that. Katie didn't hear that.
I seem to remember that when you first landed and we were communicating, that the TARDIS kind of broke. Leaving here.
It did. It
Leaving.
did.
Yeah, so leaving here is going to be kind of a problem, which I could completely understand that. So, I just so happen to have parts for you. I will have to go and find them, however. It won't take me all that long. I know exactly where they are unless my wonderful team has cleaned up my area, which I have told them very thoroughly not for them not to. Can't find anything when they clean up.
That's fair.
So I would suspect you two might want to come back in. There is a little bit of a lunch there. It's not much, but we like it.
Williams comes out of the door holding a box of various bits and bobs.
Put them
Any
back.
Put them back.
Jack says, not Jack, sorry. Williams says, holding up a left-handed spanner. Jack, do you have any right-handed spanners by chance? And then you say that.
You're not. Yeah, you're not taking anything from these people. Whatever we need, we have on the TARDIS. I assure you.
He just
I love it
sighs.
so much.
He sighs. Fine. I was gonna help fix the ship, but as he just
Yes.
hefts the box into Jack's hands. Here you go. I heard
If
there
you
was
ha-
breakfast.
Well, technically, it would be lunch at this point. I mean, it is, and he looks up at the clock. The Americans would say at about 1. The British would say, for military time, 1,300 hours.
Well, I'm
kind of
famished.
holds up,
Yeah.
puts up both hands.
Well, I'm famished.
And lunch is served, and he throws out his hand, and
I handed him the box.
Yeah, you handed him the box. As he has the box isn't all that heavy.
Yeah.
There is a table. It is set for 4 people. What is on the table looks like what looks like
Assorted
steak.
MREs.
A sort of emery steak, potatoes. Oh, well, mashed potatoes. Let's see. Vegetables, that sort of thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. Tessa will eat. She is also going to look at Jack and say, "Do you mind if I get a change of clothing? This
Ye-
feels
yeah.
weird."
Well, it wasn't when you were the other you. You always did like to flaunt yourself, but I suspect that's not going to be the case this time around.
Not really.
Yeah, I figured. Yes. Now we don't have a closet extensive as the TARDISes, but we might be able to find something for you. But eat up. And he sits there and he takes a little bit of the steak. He takes some potatoes. He takes some of the vegetables. He pours himself. It literally. I'm literally eating potatoes when you said that. Hello, Twitchy the Bard. Almost read that beard. I am so sorry.
Welcome, Twitchy. Welcome to the
Hi,
studio.
person.
Yes.
Yes. I've cracked open an MRE that is, I kid you not, tuna.
Rags has taken some of the potatoes, taken some of the vegetables. She particularly the particular vegetable that she's looking at. I think that's broccoli. If that's broccoli, then I'll eat it.
I mean, looks like it.
Oh, good. And then she puts it on her plate. The steak doesn't look like it's a whole piece of meat.
No, that's fair.
What it is, and Tessa, you could look at that and go, "Oh, yeah, well, I've got to remember that they're, doing the rationing thing." It's what is known as emergency steak, and I've actually had this. It's not. It is pretty good.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
She'll forgive the slight this one time.
Yep.
If she comes back and Jack doesn't give her better stuff, she may
No,
have to
she'll-
rethink their friendship.
Oh yeah.
Next time, it's just gonna be a can of spam.
Hey, no, don't even.
I'm joking.
Don't even.
Spam is
Even-
actually pretty good when done
Oh,
right.
I've had spam
yeah.
as a Boy Scout and an Eagle Scout, so I know how to make a decent spam can. Can
Oh,
spam.
so does my husband.
I grew up in the South. Fried spam was the thing.
I've not
That's
fried
right.
it, but I've grilled it. Grilled is
My
a lot
husband-
better than fried. my
Yeah,
opinion,
well,
but-
we can discuss the intricacies of spam later.
Back to the game.
Yes, back to the game.
We need to stop our spamivation.
Oh, owie!
Okay, don't.
Oh,
Let's not spam
oof.
chat.
Oh, ow, ee, oh, oh. Okay. Getting back to the game. So yes, Rags eats the potatoes and she doesn't take any of the meat. She takes one look at that and goes, "I don't think so. Just take this other stuff." And she doesn't take a lot because she's, she doesn't weigh a lot, so
Williams
relatively small
offers her
portion.
some tuna from his MRE. It's fish. It's not meat.
Technically, that is meat because it is, fish is meat. No, thank you.
He just
No.
takes the fork and pops it in his mouth. More for me then.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Uh, and then Jack finishes what he has, and he gets up, and you hear him go into his little area, and you hear him getting cuss in many different languages, all of which you know, Tessa.
How many of them are actually from Earth?
4.
Fair enough.
The rest of them are from different other planets. And then he comes back about a good 20 minutes later, gives the rest of you time to finish eating. What's proffered for dessert is fruit, like apples and oranges. Rags ends up taking an apple. Oh. Yeah, Jack comes back, and he comes back with a box. And he says, I have here parts for a old time machine that came through here not too long ago. It kind of broke apart and on all that, and we scavenged some of the parts from that, and I have a feeling that these parts will go into your machine to go into the TARDIS. So I'll hand these to you, Tessa, because I think I can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that this particular mission, as fun as it was, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I think I'm going to call this mission a success. We did take care of the aliens that were on this planet. We made them leave. I don't think they're going to be coming back to this particular time period. At least not anytime soon.
Williams makes a subtle comment about wanting to make a potato salad out of his enemy, but
yes.
Well, Centauri named. What was his name?
Oh, you would have to ask me that. Give me a second.
I think it was started with a D or something like that.
Not for nothing, but no offense to you, Mr. Williams, but I'm fairly sure that potato can wipe the floor with you.
There we go. Yes, the name of the Centauran was Dern.
Dern, yeah. Williams says to that quip that about the potato man can wipe the floor with me. He says, a man can have dreams, can't he?
Yes, but they should always be realistic.
I'm a bounty hunter, Tessa. I dream ambitiously.
And that's why your kind doesn't live long.
I am the last of my kind, excuse me, as he stands up out of his chair.
Hey.
Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? You want my club card?
Hold it.
No, I'm gonna go into the TARDIS and work on a project of mine.
We're not there yet. Slow your roll, Williams.
Fine, I'm gonna go sit over here and just think about things. He goes over to the couch. He goes over to a very old leather couch. It's probably in the room somewhere. It's very torn, tattered, beaten. Half a couch is remaining, and he just sits in it as the springs go creak.
Yeah. Wow, he got it. Wonder what's got him heated.
Backstory. That's what.
Yes, I know.
I mean, in all fairness, like Tress might have felt sympathy for you.
And
Tessa
that's
just says, "Want a cookie?" Like,
pretty much. Yep.
Like, kind of like F your emotions. I have no need for this.
well, no, it's she too is one of the last of her species. Like, big wolf.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Any rate, so, uh, so yes, Jack hands you the box and goes, well, as I said, I think I would call this particular missions a success. I would love to spend more time with you, but given the fact that you are following two very, very imprehensible people, and I have no sympathy for them, especially after you and him catch up with these two. I will take you back to your TARDIS so you can fix it and be on your way. Is this amenable?
Tessa.
Of course.
There you go. Oh, that's right. We needed to get you some better clothes other than that wonderful nurse's outfit that you've dressed that you came with. Come along.
Yes. She walks and says, "Yeah, fair enough. Flattery's not going to be your friend here, Jack. Not anymore. But thank you."
Oh, you're quite welcome, Tessa. And I do look forward to the next time we meet. That we have yet another very interesting adventure. No matter who you are, or no matter what your new face is, know that you always like to have yourself beat to a different drummer.
It's not unfair.
Here's the wardrobe.
Yeah, she'll go and change clothes.
What does she change into? She gets out of the nurse's outfit. So what
Until
is her?
she gets back to the TARDIS.
Yes.
Probably black slacks. One of the military like tank top undershirts.
Okay.
And a black heavy leather jacket.
Okay. All right.
And a pair of combat boots.
And a pair of combat boots. Okay.
From Jack's personal stash.
Technically, this is
no. She knows better.
yes, she does.
I'm just.
She knows better. She knows better than to steal his favorite boots.
Yeah, she's not stealing his favorite boots. They're just an extra pair of boots that these people tend to have because
military.
Soldiers.
Yeah, it's military. So you come out. Jack looks you up and down and goes, well, now, if I wasn't who I was.
Maybe if you were, I might let you, she says, and she walks past him.
William sees this. The jacket fits you. Honestly. You make a good bounty hunter one day.
Okay.
One
Rags,
day. That's funny.
Rags kind of looks at
She's
this.
funny.
Rags kind of looks at this and went, you remind me of my... Well, of my adopted sister, who actually has rainbow hair. Now, granted, her jacket was a bomber jacket. With the one with it was brown and had a white, bright fuzzy stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Shall we get going?
Z-
William says.
Yeah. Oh, Jack.
yes, my wonderful friend.
45 caliber pistol, please.
Right, this new form is going to want is not as pacifistic. Are you going to keep the stun baton? It is electrified. I would suggest you do.
Well, it seems to be attached to my whip, so yes.
Fair.
Because remember, she jury-rigged it so that the whip's electrified now.
Mm-hmm. That was the reason why he was saying something. Yes. Let me see. And he, again, not as long. This doesn't take all that long. He digs and here it is. He hands you a 45 pistol and at least a couple of rounds.
Fair enough. I'm assuming he's getting her a belt and holster too.
Oh, yes, he is. Granted, they are 1942 belt and holster,
Her
but
whip's from the 14th century.
huh? Oh
Her
yes,
whip's from the 14th century.
yep. And when he finally stands back after he's giving you all this stuff, he goes, "You definitely have a Indiana Jones vibe."
Maybe he just has a Contessa vibe.
True. Anyway, let's get back into the van. Oh, to the van. Got the van on the brain. Let's
the
get
Jeep.
back to the Jeep. Yep, back into the Jeep.
William says,
And-
is that in the passenger seat this time, not at the wheel?
Are you going to be in the front or in the back?
Front.
So you've claimed
Shotgun.
Shotgun. Which means Contessa, you're sitting in the back with Rags. Rags kind of doesn't care if she's up in the front or in the back. She doesn't care.
Oh, that's fine. Her payback for it is she kicks her feet onto the headrest of Williams's seat.
Okay, so
and
you're
just
sitting
kicks her
behind.
feet up.
Yeah, you're sitting
Yeah.
behind Williams. I can see that. And Rags is
Well,
sitting
no,
behind.
she's sitting behind Jack, but she's stretched across
Got
So
it.
because
be
Rags
her-
doesn't take so much space.
No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
And Tessa, this is giving you those vibes that he would look really good with a sucker lollipop, and maybe some
Yeah.
glasses. But you're not sure about the glasses. You're sure about the lollipop, but you're not quite sure about the glasses.
Mm-hmm. That'll probably be the first thing she goes for in the TARDIS then.
More than likely. Damn, I know what this person already looks like. Oh, lordy. He drives you back to the TARDIS. There's the TARDIS exactly the way you guys had left it. It looked like throughout the night, because you changed the interior to look like a nurse's tent, if I remember correctly. Right?
Yes.
It looks like it's been used proficiently. And you get out of the Jeep. Jack smiles warmly at all of you. Please come back and visit me. I've had such a good time with all of you.
You will have to teach
you-
me how that oscilloscope works. It's a fascinating piece of equipment.
I will definitely do that. Williams, you have been such a great wingman and a wonderful fighter. I could truly say that I would probably put my life in your hands if not for.
And other things.
And then he looks at you and other things.
Williams nods. I
He
try.
doesn't- yeah, that completely went over your head.
Yeah.
Whatever was being hinted there, woo!
Yep. The player knows
He-
exactly what he was referring to, but
Yeah, then he looks at Rags. Rags, my dear, please don't be a stranger. Your innocence and your exuberance lights up a room. I do admire that with you. And she kind of, she got it. She blushes and kind of looks down and kind of, fiddles with her foot. It's cute. And then he looks at you, Tessa, and goes, and Tessa, once again, you have made this adventure truly something to remember. I hope you do come back.
I'm sure we'll see each other again. We always do.
Yes. Please don't be a stranger.
Plus, you have your vortex manipulator. You can always come visit whenever the hell you want.
Very true. I do. And it's been recently fixed, too.
Oh, can I see it?
Certainly, and he... Now, Rags has her vortex manipulator on her right arm.
Mm-hmm.
He has his vortex manipulator on his left arm. Just to...
That's fair.
Yeah.
For the record, Tessa's Sonic is a bit different.
Uh-huh.
It's a ring with the with her family crest on it.
Okay.
In Gallifreyan.
Oh, dear.
Concentric circles.
Okay.
Yep. And she's going to... She doesn't have to make any noises or anything. She just kind of waves her hand over, and you hear that... You
right.
know? She is going to attempt to modify it to where he can actually come into the TARDIS mid-time vortex.
Okay, I'm going to have you roll... Let's see here. Roll an engineering check.
Okie dokie. 21 with a tech level of 11.
Oh, yep. Yep. You do it.
Seems I'm a bit smarter than I used to be, she says, and she hands him back his vortex manipulator. Now you truly can show up anytime you want.
Now, is that to the TARDIS that you currently are in, or your TARDIS?
It is to any TARDIS.
I will say this. If he's going to try to find specifically you, it will hone in on you, no matter if you're in the TARDIS or not.
That's fair. The important part is even mid-time vortex, he can pop in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys are in either in this TARDIS or your TARDIS or somebody else's TARDIS, he can do that. But if you're outside of the TARDIS, and he wants to visit specifically you, Tessa, he can do that because you rolled so extremely well. I will let it be modified in that particular way.
That'll work.
Okay. And he goes, well, thank you. I mean, I gave you the gift of you being able to fix your TARDIS, and you gave me this gift. Oh. Now to go back to my lovely, boring job of making sure that there are no aliens that land on this planet and mess it up as even more than it already has. I bid you all farewell, and he does a very deep bow, smiles, hops in his jeep, and drives away.
Williams
Tessa
just
just
says,
pinches the bridge of her nose.
Williams just says, well, he's a charming young man.
Young man, he's older than you are, she says, walking into the TARDIS.
I'm 482. Never mind. As he follows Tessa back into the TARDIS.
Well, I'm the youngest of all of us. I mean, technically, I would be,
You just hear through the door. No one was talking to you, Rags.
No, I want to hear this.
Technically, in your parlance, I would be about 20. In Kobold's parlance, I'm 8.
Well,
And as she walks from outside into the TARDIS, the perception filter drops. Actually, the perception filter drops for you too, Williams.
Yep. As he stretches, as he grows like to his full 8-foot height, and just stretches his arms and his tail, because he is a shark man.
Yep.
And
Rags kind of, my tail. I have my taily back. Tail. Hi, tail. He.
fair enough. Give me a moment. I'll be right back, and then I'll get this thing up and running.
Right.
She's gonna actually walk back to the wardrobe and switch out her slacks for more modern, like, leather pants.
Okay. What specific are we going with the Bayonetta look or not?
A little bit, but Bayonetta doesn't have slacks. Her stuff's skin tight.
I know.
She's modifying a little bit, but
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Bayonetta's probably a good pick.
But probably more the beginning of Bayonetta 3 than, say, either the first 2 games. So that one, because at the beginning of Bayonetta 3, she's wearing like jeans and a very baggy shirt.
That's fair. If you actually, Rags would notice this. Her outfit is very thief-like.
Okay. Like
that is her background is thief.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yes, Rex. That's the other character I needed to pull up. Dang it. I forgot to pull up Rags. Her particular
Once she changes, she'll walk back into the
Mm.
bridge room and
let's see her.
Go under the console and see what's up.
Right. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay.
This is what I'm in spoilers. This is what I'm just kind of imagining Tessa to look like, kinda. At least the inspiration. Without the heels. No heels.
Probably baggier your pants than that.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. At any rate, him.
Actually, if you think about it, she probably looks a little bit more like Catherine. If you remember Catherine's outfit in the end of Planet of the Dead, or whatever this episode was. with the bus.
I know.
Mhm. Williams has gone to also change into his bounty hunter trench coat.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Like tight leather pants.
You mean Christina?
Yeah, that. Sorry. Yeah,
You're
her.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, tight leather pants and
Oh,
a
okay. I think I know. I think I know who you're
yeah, I'm just
talking
looking at
about.
that.
Only difference is her shirt is military gray.
Right.
Yep.
Let me, oh my. Ha! Okay. Played wonderfully by the wonderful actress Michelle Ryan. Wonderful actress.
Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much her outfit.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yes. Okay. I see the outfit. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Oh, that outfit. But with military pants instead of the black one.
No, she switched them out for leather when she got on the TARDIS.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Now that outfit has been chosen,
Yes. Now the outfit.
it's a very important season choice for the Time Lord.
Yes, it is. So you go over to the console, and first you have to diagnose exactly what's wrong with it
Mm-hmm.
before you can fix it. So that is going to be an engineering check.
$21 again.
Wow.
Same roll. 19. Same roll.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah, you figure out that the thing that you guys broke on your way in was some really complicated piece of machinery that just it looked like it hadn't been replaced since he actually came into the TARDIS. So it was old. So it broke because of, well, time, really.
It was basically the hexagonal zigzag plotter.
She basically just like much like Jack earlier,
Mm.
expletives in a myriad of languages. And then it comes back to English, and she just says, "Did that stupid man never do maintenance on this thing since he stole the damn thing? It was broken to begin with."
And you suspect that this particular part was one of the things that was broken on it. Yep. So, so in order to install the part, we're going to get to you in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Kenny. So, in order to fix the part, I'm going to have you roll another engineering check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
16.
Okay. Twitching the Bard has redeemed to roll the
Yep.
okay. So 16. So you get in there, and it's going to take you more than 5 minutes to fix this particular part. It is kind of integral to the rest of the TARDIS.
It's gonna take her a long ass time to get to where it is too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's kind of buried within the console. Fortunately, you don't have to go anywhere else, but it is kind of buried within the console. So, you know, anybody watching you sees you going deeper and deeper into the console until only your feet are hanging out.
Yeah, the console looks like if you go around it, it is like probably 3 feet in diameter.
Right.
Tessa is 5'9", 5'6", and her feet are just.
Yep.
That's how deep she's gone.
Yep. So now we go to Williams. You have taken you stole the Sontaran's
Gun.
main gun.
He's in
And
the
you're looking
workshop,
Yeah, he's in the workshop.
looking at it on the table. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and he has the
So-
eye stalk next to it.
Yes, I want you to roll me an engineering check.
Yes. So that's gonna be +2. Where are my die? I'm just gonna use my mobile phone if that's okay with the GM, because
That is fine, as long as you tell me what you rolled.
Yes, I will. 1d20 +2 equals. Yeah, nope. First attempt, he's just scratching his head.
What did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Okay.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like,
you're looking at this and you're going, I want to combine this with that. How?
the technology is so. Technology in this gun is, I know how it works. It's just
Well, no, the gun you don't.
interfacing.
Well, the gun the gun you don't really have a problem with. It's trying to integrate the
Eye stalk.
eye stalk to the gun, which you've got to keep in mind that the gun is of one technology level.
Yep.
The eye stalk is wildly different.
Yes.
So that's kind of the problem that you're having right at the moment.
He's just staring at these things as like all these wires and stuff are sticking out of the gun and the eye stalk, and he's just like, okay, now what? It's just a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. I'm going to have you roll again in just a few minutes.
Yep.
Rags at this point has, while you, Tessa, are fixing the console, has found enough time to wander down into the library, have a rummage around, and then come back out, and she's actually sitting somewhere close to the console. So then if you're screaming for like a tool or to be pulled out or something, Tessa, she's there, but she's sitting there and she's nonchalantly reading a book. A fictional book.
How very Corsair of her. Make others do all the work.
Well, she can't exactly help you.
No. Tessa just appreciates the irony.
Yes. Yes, she does. Yes! Very much so. That is exactly what I was going for. But yeah, she's just sitting there. She's reading a book, very quietly, swinging her legs back and forth. And every so often, Tessa, you call back and say, "Hand me a," fill in the blank technobabble here. Which Rags actually gets up and goes, "Does it look like this or this?"
It's that one, the second one.
Okay. And she hands that to you and then hops back up and continues to read. She's pretty good as a,
Mechanic's assistant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny.
I
Yes. Hang
no,
on.
go ahead.
You can roll me another engineering check.
14.
Yeah, you get a little bit further along. You figured out how to integrate them.
It's
Kinda.
it's just the programming of like the gun, because
Yeah.
the gun software is just so
No, it's not the
archaic.
gun. It's not the gun software. It's the iStock.
Yeah, like, but so if you think about it from a computer standpoint, is how I'm interpreting it, is the software on the gun is like, okay, there's a new device, but I don't have the drivers, and I don't recognize the drivers that the software is providing.
It's not just that. It's also two completely different languages. If the gun was C++, the iStock is
Apache.
Apache or
No, it's DOS. It's DOS.
Okay, it's DOS.
Yeah.
It's two completely different languages, and you've got to, in your brain, you've got to do the mental switch over from this programming language to that programming language.
Which is,
That makes it.
one is object oriented, the other one is logic based.
Something like that, yes.
It's like his skills are just lapping at the, like, going in and out constantly, as like he's breathing very hard, concentrating.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, come on. This little montage of him trying to mess with this thing, and then we cut back to the rest of the
And
group.
then we cut back to Tress and
Yeah. If she's like getting to the finishing steps or whatever,
she is.
she'll eventually come out and look at Rags, and her face looks like all gunked up, like just smut everywhere.
Rags looks at you, Tress, and goes, do you think you might want to take a shower? Or a bath? Or something?
It's probably not a bad idea, but I should probably do it after I flip this switch and see if it works. And she reaches up right above her head and flicks the switch.
There's one other thing that I've got to pull out that I forgot to, and that is the actual book, since it's not sitting in front of me.
These batteries are dead.
Okay. So you flip the switch. You hear the TARDIS spring to life once more.
And from down the hall, you hear, God fucking damn it, as a pipe drops.
Yeah. Tessa just looks up at the the wobbly bits of the console.
Yep.
And just says, don't worry, next time we stop, we'll try and get your chameleon circuit fixed. And she will start putting in the tracking information.
Okay.
Because, say what you will, most Time Lords, with the exception of probably the Master, still consider their TARDIS as living beings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So you're kind of patting the console a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rax kind of looks at you funny.
Oh, believe me, it gets very lonely traveling through space and time. You start to anthropomorphize things. TARDIS is usually the first to go. She chuckles.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. All right. So, I want you to make me. This is the intelligence navigation tools.
Yes, that's basically what happened to poor Williams. He got bonked
Yes.
by a metal pipe.
Let's see here. So it's that. You're tracking the thing, so. Okay, I want you to roll me an intelligence navigator's tools check.
Okie dokie.
Mhm. This is the plot the course thing.
Oh my gosh.
16 plus 4. Because if
Oh,
I remember, Navigator's tools allow me to use my proficiency bonus.
It does.
So yeah, 16
dirty
plus 4.
Dirty 20, very good.
Yep. She
all right.
really hates this woman.
No shit. Okay, so you have plotted the course. It is a strong signal that you've managed to track this temporal energy. Now I want you to do a now you need to do the navigate the vortex. So you need me to roll me a dexterity temporal vehicles check.
$18.
Dang. Okay. I can do this. Oof. You know what? I don't like that idea. Gee, how many times can I roll that? Yeah, okay. Let's see what that one is. Yeah, we'll do that one. It will not be you, Tris. Or, Tessa. Not be you. This will be, the, Williams, you are
Yes.
fiddling with this stupid gun and trying to integrate in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. He's like, he's about at the breaking point of just giving up and leaving the parts just lying there for like past like next day.
Mm-hmm. I
And
want
then-
you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
1d20. 21.
Very good. So you don't get that. This is what you see. You're sitting there, you're looking at this, and you get a glimpse of something. You get a glimpse of you being on or in a battlefield that has not only been bombed but has been completely torn asunder. You do see two figures hazily off in the distance. and you what you're feeling here is the main feeling is, well, despair.
Yep. As he's now crying over this gun. Well, a tear is trickling down his cheek as he's working on this gun. Because
yeah.
this is I'm assuming, GM to player, this is a flashback of one of his...
No,
No?
this is not a
Okay.
flashback. This is what is known as a future shadow. You see a glimpse of the future that might befall you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know what this is, but he
No,
just
he doesn't
thinks-
know what it is. I'm just telling the player.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
thinks it's just a remnant of a memory that may have cropped up and just reanimated itself as kind of like a different perception. And it's
You don't know.
Well, he doesn't know exactly what it is, but he has had memories of his planet being at war, and that's what he's assuming
Right.
it's from.
Right.
And he says he just thinks to himself, now is not a good time, as he kind of wipes the tear away and
Yep.
goes back to concentrating on the gun.
Yep.
Can I roll another attempt
Nope.
at the gun? Okay, no. Fair enough.
No. Now, Tessa, you get to roll
Mhm.
Stick the Landing. I love this one. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, she's actually good at these now.
Yes.
21.
Okay.
16 and 5.
Yep. Ooh. See, what does that lead us to? Yeah, we've done that one. Actually, that kind of works, given where you guys are going to be popping out. All right. You hear the TARDIS make its noises. Although the noise, Tessa, is lessened a little bit. You suspect that the part that you just replaced, even though the parking brake is always on,
Even though she disengaged it?
it somehow came back on. It's now quieter. It still makes the noise, but it's quieter. Like, it won't draw as much attention, you think.
That's a plus.
Mhm.
She's gonna look to see where they landed. She's actually going to check the screen first this time. She's a bit more
Okay.
cautious than used to be.
You open the screen, and what you see...
Thank you, Twitch Bard, for joining the studio.
Thank you. What you see, Tessa, is that the outside you see two walls that are not all that big. I need to find out how big of... Yep. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay, that's... Ooh. You see two walls. It looks like it's just about big enough to hold the TARDIS, and you see just beyond it a what looks like to be a metal gate that looks like it rolls in front, but it's open.
Planet? Place? Like,
Oh,
that's
well,
kind
yes.
of what she meant.
Ah. Well, that's your visual.
Fair enough.
Yep. Planet. I do have that. I just have to get to it. Give me a second. The planet is Edon Grez. That is the name of the planet. What do you else want to know about this particular planet? Other than the name.
I mean, are the people like the Santarans? Are they more philosophical?
Well, I will give you some more information about the planet. The type of planet is Earth-like. It does have 2 moons. The sky color, well, you can't see the sky color, so I won't give you that one. The gravity is about 0.98 Earth gravity. The average surface temperature is 102 Fahrenheit, or 39
Oof.
degrees Celsius. Yeah, 39 degrees Celsius. It is suitable for Earth-based life, so humans, quite possibly. I'm going to do this just like I do with what I read on Mass Effect. The day length you wouldn't know about, but the length of the year you would. That's a part of the stuff here. Is the Earth year is 290 Earth days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was also rereading one of Tessa's skills.
Okay.
There's a reason she asked about the people.
Oh, well, what it says in the in the
Database?
notes in the database is that you guys are now in the future. The year is 3000 something.
3156.
3156. That's a good year.
Sure.
So this is one of those planets that the humans have gone out to colonize.
Yeah, she's looking over the screen and everything, and she looks back at her 2 companions and says, "Well, bit of good news. You won't need your perception filters this time."
Oh, we won't?
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, that's good.
We're far enough in the future where extraterrestrial life is not that much of a surprise.
Right.
Williams rounds the corner, walking into the room. What's going on?
It looks like that we're in the future, and we're on a planet.
Let me take a look. He just goes and looks over at the screen. All I see is a metal grate.
Well, that's what you see.
Yes, he can't read anything else because it's all in Gallifreyan.
That is fair. She did switch it all back because she is sneaky that way now.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, all the stuff that you just found out, Yeah, it's all in Gallifreyan. So yeah, you know
So all William sees is a bunch of circles.
yeah, all William sees is a bunch of circles.
Okay, so he's like pointing at the circles. Is that supposed to be you doodling on the screen, or is that actual?
That's the
Coordinates.
language of my. That's the language of my people.
When you read insert, I'm not gonna ask. He says, as he just kind of crosses his arms.
If you can't read it, that only proves that you have much more growing to do. That is the
That is
most
fair.
diplomatic way she could put it.
Yep.
He sighs. Well, I just I spent the past 32 minutes, 9 seconds, and however many
You might have to figure
microseconds
something out.
fiddling with a gun from a Centauran and an eye stalk. And I still haven't figured out how to put them together properly. So yes, I do have a lot of learning to do, Tessa.
She just raises an eyebrow.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It looks like she probably had a few ideas of how to do it, and then just kind of shrugs.
Yep.
At least-
Like she could help, but meh.
Williams just says, at least the parts are integrated physically, but
Okay.
it still needs some.
For what it's worth,
So,
you're using the eye stalk, yeah?
Yes.
Thing about Daleks' eye stalks, they're not completely mechanical. The only way you're going to get it to connect with anything is if you, well, give that gun a nervous system.
Which
You
that doesn't
have a-
sound as bad as it might think. I mean, you can do that.
You have a point, Tessa. As he runs back to the room, and
I will let you roll one more time,
yes,
and with the information that you've got, I'll even let you have advantage. But I want you to hold your roll. Don't tell me quite yet.
okay.
Okay.
For what it's worth, Tessa just looks at Rags to further explain.
Uh-huh.
She says, yes, Daleks aren't completely mechanical. In fact, there's a little snot bubble in the middle of them with nerves and veins.
I'm well aware of this. I know what a Dalek is. Really nasty creatures. I don't like them. Nah.
Seeing them talk is quite amusing.
What, the blob or the whole thing?
The blob.
Fair. By the way, I was looking at at this lovely picture. I think we're in some sort of prison. At least
Probably.
that's what it looks like to me.
It's not unfair.
Meanwhile, in the back room, you just hear angry Shirk shouting, "Come on!"
So what was your roll?
My first roll, take the highest. So, yes, first roll not the greatest. Second roll, 18, with a +1 modifier.
So that's a 19.
Yep.
Yeah, after after staring at this the entire time that Tress was fixing the TARDIS and then
Yep.
the TARDIS moving, you finally got the idea. You had the aha moment.
He added a neural circuit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the two integrate perfectly.
As he trots back into the room holding the gun. I did it! I finally did it! Thank you, Trisha, as he goes up and... If a Sharkman could hug a very small creature, the Sharkman has just wrapped his arms around you and is hugging you with all his might.
Yeah.
Tessa, you feel all the cracked If
Yeah.
you hit, yep.
Tessa's eye, like Tessa has stolen Rags' saucer eyes,
Uh,
and her hands have like gone up, and she's like
yep. Rags goes, I think you should have asked for permission before you. Okay.
You'll welcome, big guy.
He lets
Why'd
go.
you put her down?
Personal space, please.
Put her down.
He sets her down. Let's go. With the gun still on his back, and he says, "Oh, sorry." Dusts himself off a little bit, and then dusts off a little bit of your shoulder, because he was working with sawdust somewhere in this project. So you say we're in a. I overheard something about a prison.
Yeah. To me, it looks like a prison. That looks like a prison door. Trust me. Rogue, thief, been in a prison before. Wouldn't
So-
recommend it.
Are we arrested? Are we being tried for?
Well, why don't we wander outside and find out?
Yeah.
Why don't I wander outside first, because I will protect you, Rags. And Tressa, thank you for the inspiration for this. As he
Because
unholsters the gun off his shoulder and proceeds to march towards the door of purpose.
just remember, you have the charisma of a can of tuna.
Thank you. As he opens the door, peeks
Just
out very slowly, like peeks out slowly, and does like kind
Yeah.
of like the quick
Okay.
look.
she's basically saying, don't beat up whoever you find on the other side, and don't be
Right.
rude.
Right. So, Williams, you
Yes.
peek out.
Mhm.
I want you to roll me a perception check.
Perception, which is okay. 17.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. And from what you can see, it's a cell. It's got two concrete walls. It's got a toilet in one corner, it's got a bed in another. As a matter of fact, the TARDIS has wedged itself between the bed and the wall, but giving you enough space to, pop out. You are ducking your head just a little bit,
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah,
It's not built for someone like you.
he is 8 foot tall, so he's crouching.
He is crouching.
He looks over. Look, is it a bunk bed or is it just a single?
It's a single.
A single cell. Okay, single person cell. Got it.
Yes.
Says
The other thing that you note is
Mhm.
there are no windows.
he's gonna
At least
walk
not,
up.
at least not in this cell.
He's gonna walk. Can you see if there's anything on the opposite side? Is there another cell on the opposite side of the bars, or is it just
Nope.
a wall?
No, what you can see on the opposite side of the bars is a wall.
He's going to
It's
try and
another concrete wall.
there. He's going to see if he can look kind of like at an angle down, like lean
Mhm.
up against the bars and see if he can see anything down that way, and then see if he can see
Okay,
anything
which way
down
are you
the other
looking?
way.
Are you looking
Left.
to left?
Yeah, left
Okay,
first,
you're gonna look
right next.
you're gonna look left. What you can see is a couple more cells,
Mm-hmm.
and you see what looks to be a one of those security doors, and it's closed.
Mm.
You look in the other direction, you see even more cells, and you see another door, which is kind of far away. It's about 190 feet away down the other
Okay.
side.
Next
but
thing he's
that
gonna be looking for.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
That door?
Mm-hmm.
Well, It used to be a door.
It's not there anymore. Okay.
It's not there anymore.
He is
But-
going to.
Okay.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's any cameras or any surveillance equipment?
I'm gonna roll that into the first perception check that you rolled.
Yep.
There are, but they don't look like they're on.
Good to know. He's going to next try and brute force open the cell door.
Okay. I want you to roll me a strength check, and while you're doing this, Tessa, you hear scuffling outside, like grunting. What do you do?
She's going to go to walk. Gonna walk out.
Well,
With
that-
her hand at her hip
Uh,
as best she can.
yeah, Rags is going to follow. You see almost exactly what he sees. You're in a cell.
he is struggling with this. Whatever this metal is, he is struggling to bend it.
Okay. Roll me. What was your strength check?
7.
Oof.
That's why I said
Struggling
he
is
is
right.
struggling.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, you're trying. You're trying to push on it. Rags kind of
He's
walks
trying to
up
bend
to
the
it.
bars apart. He's just trying everything.
Yeah, give me a second. She's gonna do a strength check. She rolled better than the strength character in the group. She had a 16. There's nothing to add to that. She goes, stop!
What?
Back up.
He's,
Back
what,
up.
what is this metal made of? As he
It's
lets go of the
made
bars.
Yeah, hang on a second. I think you're doing it wrong. She takes the bars and she slides it open.
Oh, it's a slide, not a push. I'm always used to the push prison doors. You know, the ones that swing outward? You know, so you can throw someone in and then you can slam the door shut in the face?
Yes, and there are plenty of prisons out there that have these kinds of doors. They're a lot easier to open and close.
Listen,
Come on. Let's
there's a door down that way that looks like it's been destroyed. Let's go that way because I'm assuming points to the left. That leads to the guards room. Perhaps.
have you encountered anybody?
No, it's odd. There's no one in in our cell. There's just us, and I don't hear anyone else. As he says, "Hello, hello." I'm assuming it echoes.
And you do hear an echo of your own voice.
Yep, pretty empty to me. Yep,
And
pretty
Rags
empty
kind
to
of looks.
me.
Yes, dear. Yes, Tressa.
Yeah, she's just gonna look and say, why don't we try to be a wee bit quiet?
Well, you know what? I wouldn't say no to that. Williams, can you sneak down the hallway? We'll see that. And I want all three of us. This is gonna be cool. To
Stealth.
roll a stealth check. Oh,
Well,
okay.
For somebody who has a new body,
Mhm.
nat 20.
Okay,
14.
we'll get to you in a minute.
She,
What did you?
she's almost. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What did you have, Williams?
14.
14. Oddly enough, that's exactly. Well, no, Rags has a 15. So this is how it goes. Tressa, you are the sneakiest person. You don't make a sound. You are silent. You sneak down that hallway. You can come up to the destroyed door.
Okay. Does it look like the hallway is destroyed behind it?
Let's see here. I'm going to go back to my lovely pictures because I actually made a picture. What it does is it kind of does a bend. So you've been going kind of westward down this hallway. It bends and it looks like it goes south, and there is another hallway. And in that hallway, it does look like some of the rooms does look like they've been destroyed. There is a little tower that's just above you. And then there's another door. This one looks like it also looks like it's been. It looks like it's been blown off its hinges. The door is still there, but it looks like someone has put like explosives, and it just got wait open.
Yeah. Probably much to Williams's chagrin. The Countessa's gonna keep following the carnage.
Okay, so you're okay.
Can she
So
just
you-
wait? He says
Are
as
you
he's
go-
like lumbering through the
Hang
hall.
on. So you're going to go down the hallway south?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For Williams and Rags, Rags is mostly silent. Every so often she kind of trips over her feet. You, Williams, you're surprisingly silent.
Except for the occasional bits of stone and dust that gets kicked up.
Every so often you bang your head. You forget that the height of the
Yeah.
the
The
'cause it's
fluorescent
still
lamps. on the
yeah
ceiling.
every so often you hit a lamp. And by the way, not all the lamps are functioning. Some of them
Yep.
are. I mean, you have enough light to actually see as you walk down the hallway. But a
Wherever-
lot of the lamps are broken. A lot of the fluorescents are broken. And some of them flicker.
Yeah, he has a. Blood is a little bit trickling down his forehead
Yeah.
because multiple impacts with lamp plus broken glass equals ouch.
Yes. So Tessa, you are sneaking down the hallway, kind of southward. You're peeking. I'm assuming you're peeking in occasional rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some of these rooms look like they were administrative rooms. Some of these rooms look like they could have housed prisoners doing jobs. Most of these rooms look like something really big hit it. Like yeah. You come all the way down to the other end. There is an opening. It leads into a another section of. It leads into another big room. This doesn't. You do notice as you're coming down the hallway or coming into this section of this place. You get to this place and it's has on it like signs. So where you came from was cell block A. You have an arrow pointing to your right, cell block F. You've got another one pointing to your right that says cell block B. Those are some of the signs. There's another sign that has a map, which I wish I could throw this up so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, but we haven't exactly done that.
Yeah. Tessa will
and-
go memorize the map. You can do
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes, she can. So Tess, you're looking at this map. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pentagons around a octagon. The way that this particular prison is built. And as it gets closer and closer to the center, in the very center, is what's labeled elevator.
Okay. She's gonna take a moment, realign herself
Uh-huh.
because of what was it, vortex? What was it? Anyway, it's a Time Lord thing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she's going to turn the direction towards the center and say, we're gonna want to go that way.
Why did we want to go that way?
Because this prison is underground, and the center is where the elevator up is.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean that makes sense. Doesn't that make sense to you, Williams?
Yes, it reminds me of this this prison I once had to extricate a fugitive from. It was called Keshler Kesh sorry, player cannot speak. So in a game called Star Citizen, there's a place called Kesher's Rehabilitation Facility.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what it's reminding him of. It's basically a giant mine that used to be dug out, and they converted it into a rehabilitation facility, and the only way out was through the old mine shafts.
Okay, thank you.
For what it's worth, I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna find the surface, all things considered.
Well, we also don't know how far down we are, do we?
Which makes what I've been seeing as we've been walking through here even more terrifying.
You mean all the rune rooms? That looks like that something really big has hit it.
And yes, actually, that's not natural degradation. I'm fairly sure that was weapons fire of some kind. Or
Yeah.
explosives.
Williams
Or both.
Williams gets an idea. Looks over at a piece of metal that would be on the ground. He would like to forge a very small shield for Rags to hold out of that metal.
I'll let you do that in just a minute.
Sure.
So you guys reorient yourselves. You're going towards the center?
I
Yes.
believe so.
Okay. As you're going towards the center, you see more and more of the rooms just destroyed. It looks like something really big hit this place. And you still don't hear anything other than the sound of your own feet going through the hallway. And your breathing and your hearts.
Yep, all four of the hearts in the room.
Yeah, all 4 hearts in the room. Yep. So it's really eerie. I mean, at this point, you would have heard somebody or something scurry in the hallways, but you don't hear anything. You get to the elevator shaft, and it is a shaft. It goes. You can see it goes clear up. It doesn't look like that there used to be an elevator here that would take you straight up.
She tilts her head up to look up the elevator shaft.
Yeah, what you can see, Tress,
Tessa.
or Tessa, sorry. Ah, what you can see, Tessa, is you can see sky. It's swirling green and yellow.
Okay.
So you could
And-
actually see the sky from where you are, and it's daytime. I'll give that to you.
mm. Okay. You said it was green and what?
Yellow, green and yellow.
Is that normal for this planet?
Yeah, that's what I rolled.
Fair enough.
It's just, uh, oof. And it is, from it when you look up, you're also getting a breeze as it's coming down from the open air down into where you've opened up the shaft. And it's not hot. It does have a little bit of a bite. It is a little bit cold. So we're going you kind of get the sense, Tessa, that the time of year that you've landed yourself on this particular planet might be going into autumn.
Okay.
Now,
Oh.
Okay, you've determined all that. How are you going to get out of here?
Elevator shafts usually have ladders.
They do.
He's
You
gonna
do-
look back and say, "I hope neither one of you are afraid of heights."
I am a little, but as long as I don't look down, I should be fine. And she's also peeked her head
Huh?
around your corner and looked up. Oh, dear.
Does he like heights?
Huh?
I'm trying to remember if Williams is afraid of heights.
Rags definitely is, but as she pointed out, as long as she doesn't look down, she's fine.
Yeah, Williams doesn't have anything on his sheet that would say he's afraid of heights, but me as a player, definitely.
You don't your character doesn't have to be afraid of heights.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter. He doesn't care
Yep.
about heights.
That is very true. So,
Mhm.
there are ladders. Who's
Yeah.
going up? Who's going up first? Rags will be in between who's going up first and who's going up last.
Tessa's going up first because she's not going to be underneath the big shark man when he loses his grip.
Fair enough. Which means, Williams, you will be last.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys climb up this ladder. It takes about 20 minutes to get up to the top of the
Yep.
20 to 30 minutes to get to the top of the shaft. You climb up from the top of the shaft. Let's see here.
I was going to say, we're thieves. If we can't climb a ladder, then Rags and Tessa have no business being what they are.
Very true.
If a bounty
Very,
hunter can't
very
climb,
true.
then how does he get to his quarry?
Yes.
Big guns and explosions.
That too.
Or better bounty hunters use patience.
Very much so. Okay, so I don't need that, but I'll keep that up.
Sorry, I'm
momentarily.
picking. I know. I apologize.
You're fine. You get up to the top of the shaft. You look at the landscape, and this place well, you guys just came from a war zone, an active war zone. This place looks like it. This is the remnants of a war zone. This used to be a city, from what you could tell. You just came up from like a this was a large underground prison. You can see the remnants of kind of way off in the distance of remnants of a city hall. You can see the remnants of a historic tower and remnants of a film studio. The ground is... Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. The ground is blasted full of holes, like bombs actually landed, like a carpet bombing, if y'all know what that is.
Yeah,
But
we
what-
just actually left one.
Yeah, but this is larger bombs. Not the
That's about what Tessa was worried about. Is
Mm-hmm.
if something exploded up here and caused damage all the way down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, my wonderful players, where do you go? What do you do? Are you soaking this all in?
Actually, Tessa is not. Ironically enough, Tessa looks like she looks like she might feel, a bit sad,
Mm-hmm.
but the amount of calculating in her face
Yeah.
is probably scary.
Yeah.
As she is not scanning the damage and the destroyed everything. She's scanning
Yeah.
for that ship.
Yep.
Fair enough. Fair
Williams,
enough.
on the other hand, is analyzing the rubble around him.
All right.
And would it be a survival check, because he wants to analyze what kind of weapon that he knows of or can closely proximalize would be capable of this level of destruction.
Okay.
Survival check or insight? History?
Uh, let's see here. Now you said now what is it that you wanted to
He wants to analyze what kind of weaponry is capable of causing this level of destruction.
I am going to have you roll. If you have any in this, I doubt it, but we'll go with it. A science roll.
I have +2.
Okay.
20. 19.
All right. The type of weapon that was used in this particular space
Mhm.
was a planetary. Was planetary, first of all. Or no, it was from a capital ship.
Capital ship.
Yeah. It was from basically a capital ship went across the surface of this planet and bombed the ever daylights out of it.
Judging by the diameter and depth of these craters, because I'm using science, so I'm going to science the living fuck out of this.
Yes.
Would he know what kind of, based on his limited knowledge of weapons that are capable of capital class weapons that are capable of dropping from this era. What kind of armament are we looking at? Are we looking at a plasma bomb? Are we looking at a incendiary? Are we looking at a just like a kinetic bomb?
I'm going to say yes to all three.
Oh. It's one of those.
Yes, it is.
The Eradicator.
As you're
Warhead.
looking, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.
As you're looking out, Williams, Rags kind of looks at this. Out of the three of you, she is the most horrified of what she's seeing. You two are doing like the analytical stuff in your head.
You have to if you're dealing with stuff like this, or else you
True.
break.
Well, that's exactly what happens to poor Rags. She looks at this devastation. And both of you see her, 'cause she's gone from completely, standing up straight and tall, for all of her 3 foot, to her curling up into a ball. And tears are streaming from her eyes.
Williams is going to ask Tessa while he's finished analyzing and knows exactly what this is, but wants to confirm. Tessa, can you scan for minute levels of triroxetine radiation?
Tessa, you're not even listening because of
Mhm.
your role. Yeah, you're not listening because of your role. You know exactly where that ship is.
Yeah. The only response Williams gets to his question is, "There you are, you bitch."
Oh boy.
And Williams' quip is, "I'm not a dog." I'm a shark.
She isn't paying attention. She
I know
just
that
walks
that's
straight forward towards the ship.
point. That's the point.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay. As he is going to assume that there is such radiation present, very minute traces, because Devastator bomb with an eradication payload is capable of leaving a trace amount of tetracycline radiation.
Yeah. So, Tessa, you don't even. Well, of course you wouldn't see or hear Raz completely break down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Williams?
He looks over at Rags. Oh.
Yeah, you're on a single track mind, yes. Yep.
He's just like, oh, god damn it. He scoops up Rags carefully and says, and lets her sit on his shoulders. It's okay, Rags. I'll be here for you. Just hold on tight to my fin, and everything will be okay.
All you're getting is just choked sobs from her. Just choked. Like, yeah.
I mean, right now his mind, and this is how I'm assuming Williams is thinking right now, is his mind is basically switched from, yes, I have a comrade who is currently suffering from PTSD, but I need to focus on the mission. I need to focus on the mission right now, so therefore I am hyper focusing on the mission, get the mission done, deal with the person who has PTSD after the mission. The mission takes priority.
Right. Tessa, you are walking with a purpose towards the ship that you've tagged. Or rather, the temporal particles that are familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
You walk towards the ship. I'm going to have you roll a perception check as you're walking with purpose.
You might hate me.
No, I probably won't.
22.
I don't. Tessa, you see the ship. It's in bits. Like it crashed here.
Yeah, the two people behind her just hear her go, no, 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 and she runs towards the ship.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine so.
Nobody gets to kill you but me.
As Williams would like to roll an athletics check to try and pick up the pace.
Roll, go for it.
Alright, give me a second while I do that.
Tessa, you're running towards the ship. It has been broken into 3 pieces. The residue that you recognize as yours, which I'm still believing that you've clocked,
Mm-hmm.
is on the back end of the ship. So that's in the last third of the ship.
And
Yeah. So,
Tessa, you just see a blur go past you.
what was your roll?
24.
Oh, very good. Yes, that's like you do see a great blur.
As Rags is holding on to his fin for dear life.
Yes.
Probably shouting, "Slow down, Williams! You're going too fast."
No, actually, it's oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The Doppler effect has happened, Tessa.
Okay. She
Yep.
is. Yeah, she'll keep her pace because she knows her limits.
Yes, she does.
Sort of.
Sorry. Well, yeah.
Well-
Williams, you're the first one to
Yes.
get there. Please roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay, this is not going to probably
Yep.
be as good, but
Yeah.
20 plus what was it? Okay. Okay, not bad. 18. I'll take it.
18.
Yes.
You get to the 3 broken bits of the ship. What you see is that this ship, it looked like it crash landed on the ship, but it looks like it crash landed a while ago.
Judging from the visuals that I see in front of me, did it crash on its own volition? Was it damaged, or was it attacked and then crashed?
It looked like it was attacked. It looked like it was attacked and then crashed, but most of the damage, the attack came from someone who was shooting regenerative energy at it.
Yeah.
You know, if it falls out that she ends up being the one that crashed this ship, and they don't find her or find her dead, Tessa will accept us.
Yep. So yes, we just got confetti all over the screen, but it didn't go off because the confetti cans weren't loaded today. Sorry about that. Own 3D is a little broken right now. I'm trying to fix it.
You're fine.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Tessa, you now have
Mhm.
come up to the ship. You also see it broken in 3 pieces. Let's see. I want you to roll me a perception check.
$17.
Okay. Actually, I've got one more person that could roll a perception check, and that is Rags. Although, given her mental state right now,
Roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
yeah, that sounds about right. Well, okay. When the world gives you double fives, you go with it. Yeah, that's sixes. Okay, so how to? Okay. The other thing that you guys have noticed that is surrounding this particular ship is that you see more of those eye stalks. You see eye stalks, you see domes, you see the bottom halves of Daleks that is around this particular ship.
Williams just makes a sly remark. Well, it looks like the trash barge crashed.
Yes, but is she? Have you found her body yet?
Looks around. So far, not. But we haven't gone into the ship.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
she's gonna cut across, climb in.
Okay. Which part do you want to go in the first section, the second section, or the third section?
The bridge is in the first section. That's where Dipstick might have been. So first section first.
Okay. So you go into the first section, you look around, and it looks like, first of all, it looks like, uh, 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 something, something hit this ship. A bunch of regenerative energy, possibly. You do see a few bodies in here, but they're not of the person that you're looking for. And the bodies look like they've been dead for a while. Like, they're starting to deteriorate.
Yep. She's gonna tear through the first section. If she isn't found there, she'll tear through the second section.
Okay. You go through the second section. The second section looks like it was the living quarters. You know, bedrooms and a kitchen and a couple of bathrooms. Again, you find more bodies that look like they're these bodies are in a more state of decay.
Okay.
But again, not the body that you're looking for.
Williams is gonna hop over across some broken girders and stuff like that to the engineering section.
That would be in the third section. All right,
Yep.
Tessa, are you going there too?
Yep.
Find your
Okay.
footing.
Yeah, this is the engine room. And it looks like when the regenerative energy hit the ship, it exploded the engine. Now, the engine was obviously a temporal engine.
Hit
So-
with temporal energy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, not sorry.
You're fine. I want you both to roll me one more perception check. I have Rags roll. Damn it, I wish I wasn't rolling disadvantage because damn, that's a good roll.
21.
You had a 21. Rags had a 9, so she doesn't notice anything.
Williams is distracted because he's more concerned about the damaged state of this really fascinating engine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what was your roll, dear heart?
7.
7? Okay, yes.
Mhm.
With the 21, Tessa, you see what looks to be one of those trash cans in the corner. What do you
Okay.
do?
They're just trash cans in the corner?
No, it's a Dalek. We're calling them trash cans. It's a Dalek.
Yeah, I got that. That I too was calling Daleks trash cans in
Okay.
that scenario.
All right.
She's gonna walk over because if they were activated, they would have already started spouting their nonsense.
Mm.
So yeah, she's
You-
gonna
You go-
walk over to the. Go ahead. Sorry.
You said you were going to walk over and what?
She's going to basically, muscle one. See if there's anything behind them for
Mm.
one, and then
Okay. As
Yeah.
you're trying to get behind this one, the Dalek kind of moves, and you hear from within, using the Dalek voice, some purses, obviously English ones, and a bugger, I lost them. Things that a Dalek wouldn't normally say. I'll just put that out there.
she's gonna wave her hand over
Mm-hmm.
the Dalek.
Like in front of the eye stalk.
No, she's using her Sonic.
Okay.
And she's gonna take the top piece off. She's unlocking
Okay.
the top piece.
Okay. Well, you use the Sonic and comes back. You kind of look at that and then you take the top off.
Mm-hmm.
And what you find in there, which I will now give you a description of the person in here. You find a young man with black hair, bronze skin, and when he looks up at you, he's got green eyes. Scared green eyes, but green eyes.
But he is most definitely human.
Well, you're looking down on top of him because he's crouched inside this shell. So,
Mhm.
yes, for what you can see, he is human.
Huh. Aren't you an oddity?
Oddity? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm. Who I am is not important. I was here searching for a person.
Who are you looking for?
Aurora.
And as soon as you say that name, you see him flinch.
Mm.
Like,
Well, that's quite the reaction.
Hmm.
Williams finally comes out of his daze and is walking over to Tessa
Yeah.
and Rags. So, what are we doing with? As he sees you take the lid off the thing, are you sure that's a good
Mhm.
idea, Tessa? And you just ignore him.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole conversation. Yeah, you don't even pay attention to that. There's a 9-foot tall shark man behind you. But yes, he visually flinches at you.
That's the first time
Yeah.
I've ever seen it do that. Cause I'm assuming he's
Well,
still in the
this
shell.
this is the first time I've ever seen a Dalek with a human inside of it.
Well, our planet was overrun.
When?
Before I was born. From what I heard from some of the old folks that are still alive, what happened was we were a vibrant planet, and well, a cult took hold. It took over the whole planet. And then these things, and he points to the shell that he's currently sitting in, came and ravaged it.
And how long exactly have you been in that thing?
Oh, only for a few days. I found it, and I figured that maybe I could use this to sneak into. Some of them are still here, but a lot of them moved off. They moved on. They're no longer on this particular planet.
I just, yeah.
The person that you just mentioned, this Aurora, she came first. Oh, she was the head of the cult. She turned a lot of our people to the cult. And then when these things showed up and started bombing the planet, it convinced everybody else.
Well, can you stand?
Yeah, I can stand. And he stands up. You are 5'6"?
Yep.
Now he was hunched down inside the shell, right?
He was hunched down in the shell. When he stands up, he is 5'8". So he's going to be looking down at you slightly.
And he's gonna see the
Oh,
shark
that's
man.
I mean, it's the year 3000. I'm sure he's seen
Yeah.
at least one of your species before.
Oh, he's seen a lot of his species.
Yep. Mhm.
Fair.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't be saying that. Give me a second.
Yep.
No, he's seen a lot of your species. That was a dirty 20. And now he's going to. But he has never seen a creature like Rex, who's still sitting up on your shoulder. She has now kind of Tessa, you can hear her sniffling, and a very small voice comes from her. Well, who are you? I mean, and this young man looks at the three of you. Well, my name is Dylan. Um, this was my planet, and he kind of looks beyond you, Tessa, and looks at the landscape, and you've seen this, Tessa. You've been in you've been in the Great War. You've seen this look
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
kids younger than him. You've seen this look.
Right. You said there are some old timers that know when these people showed up.
I do. I do.
Take us to them. And assuming I can get an accurate gauge of it, I will see that you have your planet back.
That would be nice. I mean, I've been fighting since since I turned about 13. I mean, I grew up in the cult. As he's now, this is the weirdest thing. The shell that he's in actually opens outward so he can just step out. Weirdest thing.
I mean, considering the eyes, she looks at him and looks at the machine. She's guessing his head was right about where the eye stalk should be.
Pretty much, yes.
Well, my people kill them, they take others to become them. That is rather disturbing.
Well, yes. I mean, that was one of the ways that they converted so many of my people. It started with the women, and then
Of course it does.
it went to the men, and then everyone else. And as soon as they had enough people converted, at least according to the old ones, and I could be misquoting them, and then these things came pointing back to the shell. And they overtook the planet. Come on, I need to take you to where some of the old ones are. I mean, there are still pockets of resistance, fighting what's left of them. There are not too many left of them, but still.
She
And
nods.
he leaves the broken ship.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are walking, you see buildings, and some of them still have their signs on. You walk past a weapons facility. That looks like the back part of it has been taken out by one of these bombs, but the front still has a name called Aeon Specialities. You walk past another building that kind of reminds you of a bank, and this one said Premium Investments. Tessa, you do remember seeing a film studio that was off in the distance, where now you're walking past it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And well, the inside of the studios looks like it's been bombed to all heck and back, but it still has its beautiful sign, and it says Timeless River Studio.
Okay.
And you're just kind of walking past. Some of them don't have names on them anymore. Some of them you could kind of guess they were low rent apartment buildings. You can see the remains of a transportation system. It looked like uh, kind of a cross between the London Tube and a rocket.
So the Metro Loop.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But there's nothing. You can still see like tracks, and this is like overhead, kind of like in what's in Chicago, overhead tracks. But you can see places where there's no more tracks every so often.
So bombed out parts of the
Yeah.
Hyperloop. Got it.
Ironically enough, she has seen this scene before.
Yes, she has.
Luckily enough, it's not on fire this time.
No, pretty much. Well, yes, that's true. That is very true.
Because the streets of Gallifrey were about as destroyed.
And on fire.
Yeah.
Give me a second, let me get some water.
Okay.
But yes, she is just like walking as if she's walking through a familiar scene. She's just,
Yeah, and every so often, Tessa, you do hear Rags, a kind of a sniffle, kind of a hiccup cry. She is not taking this well. This is the first time that she has seen the after effects of something that, well, you have already seen, Tessa,
Mhm.
and that you can't necessarily stop.
Yeah, she looks down, and in a rare moment of, much like Chris Eccleston's Doctor, in a
Mhm.
moment of niceness, she
Mhm.
looks down at Rags and says,
No, Rags is up on
looks
Kitty's.
up at Rags.
There
yeah,
you go.
and says, I suppose the easiest way to look at it is take comfort that it happened long ago and these people are still here, even if in small packs.
I know, but
There's no logical reason to cry over something you honestly couldn't have stopped, even with the power of a god.
I mean, Lady Mary did say that she only has she only has 3 things when she goes into a new area, which is observe, learn everything you can, or learn, observe, learn, and help out if you can. And we did an awful lot of observing of this particular universe. One of the reasons why she sent me was that.
Yes,
Or-
I'm sure that was the only reason she sent you.
I
She
know.
says she keeps walking forward and
Mhm.
absent-mindedly go, besides, we've seen worse, and just keeps walking.
I know. Is there any way that we could help them?
First, we must learn, as you said, Rags, as he looks over at his shoulder, over behind his shoulder. We must understand what happened here and analyze the situation and figure out how we can help next. We already made a good ally. Dylan here is leading the charge in that front. I'm assuming we're kind of far back that Dylan can kind of hear this
Oh, yeah.
conversation, but not entirely.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And she said it as if she wasn't thinking about it when she said it.
Yeah, and it's gonna go completely over Rags' head.
Yep. but William says, "I've seen what a Devastator weapon can do to a planet, and the amount of craters we've seen today is a sign that Aurora's not holding any punches back. She and her cult show no mercy."
Not after they get their hooks into them.
Then neither will we.
As Williams
Yeah.
reaches over his shoulder, well, Rags is still on his back,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a little bit of shuffling as you have to readjust your seating position. But he's gonna
Mhm.
take the blaster off his back, and he's
Mhm.
just gonna carry it, kind of like lowered, but like he's gonna carry it
Mhm.
like while he's walking, just in case
Mhm.
he expects any resistance. He can quickly raise it and fire if needed.
Rags just kind of. Okay.
Don't know what we're gonna expect out here, so best be prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
Sit up here, Rags, on my back if you like, but
Well,
if you're
I
gonna
mean,
do
it
that,
be
I need you to keep a lookout behind us.
all right. And I mean, it beats walking because out of the three of us, I think I'd be walking the slowest, and you'd have to try to keep up with me, or me try to keep up with you, and that would be really difficult. So.
If you see anything, just call out.
Oh, I'll sing like a bird.
As long as you don't draw attention to us, Rags. He chuckles.
As you three have been nattering away,
Mhm.
go back to this. Dylan has been leading you quietly down these ruined streets. You do see more rotting corpses of humans, of animals, of most of the life that was on this planet. You do see, patches of green, but
Burnt green.
no, it's not burnt green. It's green. It's just, yeah, it's just. This was a massive, massive
War zone.
war zone. Some of the other things that you're noticing also on the ground, other than the Daleks, is you see some of the humans that you see wore advanced tech armor.
Is it better than my armor, or?
You don't know.
Hmm.
Not for just a quick glance, because you guys are going at a pretty good pace,
Yeah.
keeping up with Dylan.
Good to know.
The other thing that you've noticed about Dylan
Mhm.
is that both of his legs, look like they've been cybernetically enhanced.
There.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you guys walk, and you come up to a building that looks like it hasn't been bombed out. This one has it has what looks like the picture of it. It has a cookie at one end, and then like little tiny crumbs leading from the cookie. And then above the little tiny crumbs, it says "Path of Crumbs." And
Okay.
Dylan turns around and goes, "Oh, in here. This is one of our resistance spots. This is where, well, you'll find some of the old ones.
It
They'll
looks
be.
like a bakery.
It is, or it was. So the best chocolate chip cookies anywhere in the city. Now they don't do very much baking anymore.
That's understandable.
I heard a place like this, William says, back on my planet, used to make the best cream soda.
Eh,
It was an ice cream parlor. But damn, were
don't-
their cookies good.
I don't know. I haven't found a cream soda better than the humans make.
Oh, I think I have to agree with you on that one.
Ours was
Ah,
mostly fish food.
The
And
AW.
that's why.
The AW cream soda is absolutely divine, and and Rex kind of leans against Williams and goes,
Are you supposed to
Yep.
be keeping an eye out, Rags?
I'm keeping an eye out. You just had to be reminding myself about cream soda, and I happen to like cream soda.
Perhaps if you're lucky, we'll find some around here if they still even have any left. He sighs as he walks through the door with the bell going ding 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 ding.
Pretty much. Well, no, actually, there is no bell.
Okay.
It just opens. Yep,
Just
it just
opens.
opens.
He's expecting it to go ding 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 ding.
Yep.
And then he walks in.
All of you walk in. This used to be a bakery, yes, but it's now looks like it's been converted from bakery to a makeshift war room.
Everyone has
see-
cookies on the table. Just kidding.
No. What you see is more teenagers like Dylan, kind of running around. You do see some adults that are maybe in their late 30s, early 40s. And there is one incredibly old woman who's kind of in the back of the shop, kind of, keeping an eye on what's going on. And Dylan takes you three up to this old woman and goes, Freddie, Justine, I was doing my surveillance like you told me to by that ship that crashed, that you told me that I needed to go to. I got caught by these people. They don't look like people that we've seen before. And they have some questions for you. Huh? What's that, Cindy? How
We
many
have
times?
some questions
Wait.
for you.
How many times have I told you, Dylan, not to get caught while you're in the shell? I'm sorry, I was trying to be quiet, and this one, pointing to Tessa, decided to move the shell. I panicked.
Yes, he has quite the unique voice.
Huh? What is that? And then
Pardon
she
our
go ahead.
pardon our intrusion.
Mm.
We were hunting that particular ship, and apparently we have missed our stop by a few years or decades.
Mm-hmm.
We were quite curious as to when it first appeared, if you can give us that knowledge.
If you mean the crash ship that I sent young Dylan to, yes. We said it was what year was it?
3156 currently.
Okay. Yes. My husband is trying his damnedest to make me giggle. um. Well, it has been. It has been about. About 100 years since that ship out there landed and made this planet a living hell. I remember when that ship landed, it broke apart. It looked like it had the back end had exploded. We went to the ship to see if anybody was hurt, because that's the kind of people we are. And we found on the ship we found a Centauran.
Williams just slowly, like, his face just gets contorted, like, angrily.
Mm-hmm. And the person that he was with, this lady, we found out later that her name was Aurora. And she told us that she had a way for us to advance.
For the record, Tessa's body has completely stiffened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even her jawline is like. If you listen very closely, you can probably hear her grinding her teeth.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm
Yeah.
quite familiar. Just kind of, I'm white. It's strengthened your resolve to put this particular woman down.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a particular potato man I want to put down, but
Yeah.
until that day comes, we'll wait.
Well, she was so persuasive that a lot of our young woman was enamored with her, and so she set up shop in one of our more luxurious places of living. We saw a young woman go in, but we rarely saw any of them come out. And then they did come out, but they had changed. And that's when we found out that they were no longer our young ladies. They changed into these things with stalks coming out of their foreheads and killing people with the palm of their hands.
I have a question for the GM.
Yes.
Is this what is I assume this is not what this planet is supposed to be in the year 3156.
You mean ravaged by Daleks?
Yeah.
No. This planet was one of the more bright colonies of the humans. It was one of these places where diversity ruled. Everybody got along with everybody else. There was very little friction between the different groups.
You said 100 years. Yes?
Yes, I did. I am 110.
Do you have a picture of yourself from back then?
I do.
Can I see it?
So this old woman, what she looks like now, uh, graying hair, uh, blue gray eyes, tons of wrinkles. She is wearing. Oh, she is wearing a long, um, kind of a long house coat, but out of a thin material. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I hope it does. So that's what
so?
she looked. Huh?
I said I think so.
Okay. And she kind of swirls around. The other thing that you notice, both of you notice, is he asleep?
I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, good. What both of you notice is that what she is sitting in looks like a motorized wheelchair
Or a hovering wheelchair.
or a hovering wheelchair. No. This is motorized. This isn't hovering.
Oh, okay.
And she manipulates the controls and it moves around. And she goes over to a space. She opens up a box, which looks like it has all the pictures in it. She pulls out. She looks at it. You hear her very lightly giggle. She comes back with a picture of herself when she was 10. You see the pictures in color. Her hair comes down to about midway down her arms. It is brown. She has same blue gray eyes, and in the picture she is wearing. It looks like a school uniform. The top is uh blue with a a white stripe coming going diagonally, and she is wearing uh gray pants, and she's wearing white shoes. That is what she looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
She nods.
Mm-hmm.
We'll return, and should we be successful, we will see you in a better time, she says.
I certainly hope so. I mean, I did find out how they were changing our young ladies and then our young men into those horrible, horrible things.
You
You're,
figured it out.
yeah.
Hmm.
They took these people, kidnapped them, strapped them down to a table, and under hypnosis or putting them out, implanted the technology in them. And Aurora made sure that they only obeyed her. I want both you and Kenny who
If it's for what I think, it is, Tessa is already running her ring finger over Rags.
Yeah. Okay. You picked up on it. Thank you.
But it's 20, by the way.
What do I need to
Roll me at. Is this a wisdom or an intelligence check? I'm gonna say this is a wisdom check. So 20.
roll? Williams has no idea. 4.
4. Okay. No, it's you. Something is niggling in the back of your head, Williams, but you just can't remember it.
Yep.
Tessa, you do remember. Rags was taken. And when you found Rags, well, rather when she found Rags, and now that's what triggered the memory. You found Rags on a table.
Yep, she is running her sonic over Rags. It's making the whir sound. So people are probably looking at her funny because her hand's whistling.
So GM, one of our audience asked for me to reroll. Do you grant that or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Reroll. I'll let you have that reroll.
It's a 10.
It's a 10?
Yep.
Yeah, that niggling has gotten a little stronger.
As he actually is going to take Rags off his shoulder because he has a hunch that something's wrong.
Yeah, and as you're putting her on the ground, Tessa, that is when you're running your ring over Rags. Right now, scanning. If we were in any other game, I would probably have a roll for that, but I don't know what you would roll for that.
Investigation.
Investigation? That's fair.
Yep.
So roll me an investigation.
Engineering, science would also.
That
well,
works.
Okay. Actually, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and technically this would be an investigation roll.
Okay.
Yep.
18.
As you're scanning Rags, and you're doing this surreptitiously, trying not to scare Rags, or I don't know what you're trying to but you do detect the unmistakable signs of the stuff that you guys saw in 1942.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just And what are you going to do?
She's going to basically take her Sonic and put her in sleep mode. She's going to tap her head, basically the equivalent of flicking her head and putting her into sleep mode.
Putting Rags into sleep mode?
Well, putting the Dalek stuff into sleep mode. Which, if it's inside of her, will probably knock her out, too.
Hmm. Just as you're doing that, both you and Kenny start to see her, because I'm going to let you begin with that the next time we play. Okay?
Okay.
Because I want to end on this particular button. Just as you are making the commands with your Sonic to put Rax into sleep mode, or put the technology into sleep mode, both you and Williams see Rag's eyes get as big as saucers. She looks up at you, Tessa, and she utters one word, which is your name, and you start to see the eye stalk coming out of her forehead, and that, my beautiful watchers, is where we're going to end.
Can I intrude for 1 second, just as a slight scene?
No, just
I'm
leave
gonna
it
do-
where it is. Leave it
Okay.
where it is, Kenny.
Okay.
Just-
Williams is just like the slowly shocked face, and then
Oh,
we
well,
cut.
yeah, okay. He is going to leave it where it is. He just wanted to do the reaction shot.
Yes.
No, that's fair.
I was gonna do the hand out like the mommy seatbelt thing, but I decided against it.
Very good. But yes, my beautiful watchers, that is where we're going to end with poor Rags.
Great. Now you have to have Williams maybe take out his charge.
We don't know yet.
You put me in a very odd spot, Trish.
I'm sorry. I think I put Katie in a really odd spot.
Yes, I don't want to kill Rags.
Thing is the way Tessa is thinking
Yes.
after what she heard. See, the thing is I didn't do it because she's your character. But Tessa would have just pulled the 45 and shot her fatally. And then watched her regenerate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is honestly, if knocking her out doesn't work, that is her plan. So
Yeah. Okay. That is fair. When we come back, and that will be in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because next week is our wonderful hero game, which our beautiful, wonderful Katie will not be here.
Yes, I will be running the hero game because that is my domain.
Yes, that is completely your domain. So when we're coming back,
next Saturday.
oh yeah, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after next, we will begin with you putting Rags to sleep, and I'll pick your role for that one.
Yes. Until then,
well, it's either that or she's gonna kill her.
Yes.
Hopefully not. We'll see. We'll just see how the dice turn out. Until then, I am PA Kenny USA, KRT Studios, your production, not Ugnaught, no, that's a different show. I am your production Sharkman bounty hunter, and I'm about to shoot Rags, so watch out.
Oh,
And
please
go ahead,
don't.
Tressa.
Please don't. I really don't want to be shot. Please, please, please.
Okay, cut. Bring in the stunt double.
Don't worry. Don't worry, it'll get better.
Oh, likely, yeah.
You've got what? 8, 9 left? You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yes. Also, special thanks to our new viewers, Twitchy, the Bard. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you come back and enjoy our superhero game, which is based also in the future. But it's kind of like if you've watched the series My Hero Academia, it's kind of based loosely off of that. And it's in its third
Yeah.
season, so if you want to go and follow up on that, go check out our YouTube, RT_studios on YouTube. And you can just type in for a search term HCS3 or Heroes Core, and it will come right up. But yeah, I am Patrick Kenny, RT Studios. I go by PA Kenny USA back in the day, and I'm just gonna pass it over down to our
I assume he means me.
Tessa.
Hi,
Yes.
I'm Katie Wynn. I played the Countessa, and
The Contessa with a one-track mind too.
well, the woman did try to kill her. Or
it's
did
not-
kill her. Did
It
kill
did-
her.
Did kill her and converted her friend, which she's now realizing.
Yeah, there is a special pit in hell waiting for her, and Tessa's gonna show it to her.
I'm gonna just drag her to the 12th level of Ernest. I'm gonna have
Oh,
Ace
nice.
Rack do it.
No, Tessa wants to throw her into the time vortex.
And make her suffer.
Oh, are we doing a shoot talk thing?
Sutek.
But-
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trish. It's your turn.
Thank you. I have been your wonderful Time Master, Trisha Walsh. I play the wonderful Dylan that was made by myself and my beautiful friend that lives with me. He helped me create this character. He came up with some really good ideas, and I went with it. This particular character will be making a return in our next episode. I played Rags, who, in addition to being kidnapped, which seems to be a meme with her, she has now been converted into what is called a Dalek puppet. If you do not know what that is, please go look that up on the internet, on the interwebs. They are really nasty. I also play a couple of bad guys that I have now made my players absolutely hate, and that's great.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to even hate the GM themselves.
Nah.
Because you turned Rags into a menace, and I don't like it. As a player,
That's
I
fine.
respect it, but I don't like I don't like having to kill another player's character. And now you
I have
force
no
my hand.
qualms. I have no qualms with it as long as Trisha's okay with it, and we both know that Rags can regenerate. It's just whether or not. Actually, she can choose to stay the same and just heal.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
But
forgot about the
she
Rags
would find out
regenerating
who she was.
Oh, yes.
Well, she would find out who she was.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Trust me, I've got that. Yep. I'm scared for what Trish will do to Rags come Star Wars Season 2. Oh yeah. Because
Oh,
Rags
God.
has been kidnapped in that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens.
Well, in all
Yes.
fairness, I think that Mistral would probably just end up breaking the place down and, death
try
and
to-
mayhem.
And save the cinnamon roll that she has come to know and love.
Save her, yes. Like, keep her non-dark side corrupted, and not so much.
Yeah, that's true. Any rate, I also stream. I stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 2 p.m. Central Time to 5 p.m. On Tuesdays, I stream Persona 5 Royal. On Wednesdays, I stream Mass Effect 3. On Thursdays, I am currently streaming Dragon Quest Builders 2. And on Fridays, it's Space Friday. I stream Star Wars: The Old Republic. I can't seem to get enough of Star Wars. So please come over to my channel. We'll have a great time, and yeah.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time on RTE Studios here. And remember, always keep an eye on where you put your rags, stay away from Dalek stocks, and always be empowered to play. Thanks for joining us here, and we'll see you next time, where a great battle is about to happen against our superheroes and our great villains. Until then, see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Over the past 5 decades, the Pegasus Travel Company has strived to deliver the highest standard of travel excellence our customers have become accustomed to. But this time, we've gone from being ordinary to truly extraordinary. From breathtaking views, premium fine dining, and exquisite services, it's no wonder our company soars above the rest. However, this time, we want to invite you to experience something truly unique. Something otherworldly, something breathtaking. Introducing an experience that surpasses all emotion, all expectations, leaving you speechless in all senses of your imagination. Introducing a sensation that soars above them all and brings harmony to us all. Welcome aboard the Harmony of the Stars. Be attuned to every wonder, exclusively available from the Pegasus Travel Company. Tickets available now for our maiden voyage across the stars. Book now while space is available. Visit our website at www.pegasustravelgroups.com/home/harmony to learn more about this amazing once-in-a-lifetime experience. Soar towards the stars this March during our maiden voyage on March 9th and become part of the Harmony of the Stars. The Harmony of the Stars. Exclusively flying in the Star Citizen Staten star systems. Limited cabin spaces available. Book now while supplies last. Pegasus Rewards members can now receive access to this vessel as part of our newest travel offer. Use promo code HARMONY924 to receive complimentary tickets and free passage aboard the only starship in the Star 5i Citizen galaxies. The Harmony of the Stars by the Pegasus Corporation. Soar towards something new.
Stay tuned after the show because we'll be raiding in to one of our close
everyone.
friends.
Ever stumbled upon a treasure trove of gaming?
Thanks
that
for
just
joining
blew
us
your
here
mind?
on
That's exactly what happened
RTE
to me
Studios.
with RTE
See you next
Studios
time.
on Twitch. This is seriously the hotspot for Dungeons and Dragons enthusiasts and tabletop RPG lovers. What hooked me was how they blend epic storytelling with gameplay, transforming each session into an unforgettable adventure. It's not just watching, it's feeling empowered to join the saga with your buddies. So, if you're ready to dive into a world where every game tells a story, hop onto RTE Studios on Twitch. Get ready to explore, engage, and be empowered. Don't just take my word for it, check it out and experience the adventures firsthand. RTE Studios, a place where you can always be empowered to play.